What is going on? It is the regular scheduled 12 o'clock BS show for the Friday live edition. Brad Fowler's beside me. He's the B to the S, and I'm the Sean. I'm S to the S. That's the BS show. We're sponsored by Century 21 Wright Realty, and it's September 6th.
Yep.
Brad, last week was kind of like my holiday week. This week is your holiday week as an NFL guy. College football starts last week. NFL starts this week. So, we'll talk a little NFL football, talk a little college football today, talk about some listings, talk about our live event tonight, 5 p.m., Century 21 Wright Realty Facebook page. We're going to be doing a Q&A about home buying and home selling.
Yep.
If you've got any questions you want us to go ahead and be prepared for, go ahead and send them to us. We'll answer. That way we can hit those first. We're going to be going live for about 30 minutes. We want you all to tune in too, but if you want some questions already for us to be ready to hit them, we'll hit them as soon as we go live.
Yeah.
So
now we are real estate experts, but we'll answer any question you've got.
Yeah.
Just,
as long as we're not breaking the law. We're not going to give you legal advice.
But we can help with romantic queries.
We can help with romantic queries.
Yeah,
we can
give you dieting tips on what doesn't work.
That's right. Like our special edition Friday food face-off earlier.
Yeah.
Eating tons of donuts.
It's confident. I can say in confidence that we will not do the best salad in Murfreesboro.
Yes, that's not going to happen.
Stay tuned next week for the beef jerky challenge.
That's right. Maybe so. Who knows? It's
MSG.
you get to do whatever you want next week.
Right,
so
yeah.
it's the food
and
challenge.
I'm gonna need a co-host.
Yeah.
So who wants to sit in with me and judge food? I mean, dang.
How hard is that?
Next Friday.
So are you doing 2 editions next Friday, or are you just going to put it all in one?
Try to do both of them.
All right.
Yeah, that's the plan. It may be all one. We'll see. It'll be a game time decision.
All right, so we are going to go
Speaking of
live.
game time.
We are going to go live Monday, but we're going to be going live an hour earlier at 11 a.m. next week, or maybe 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. on Monday. I'm going to New York City to Century 21 headquarters.
New York City.
I'm going to get eat salsa.
I got to do that twice in a day.
He got to do it twice in a day in regular conversation.
Right.
I'm going to be leaving at 12 o'clock to go to Nashville, so or 11:30ish. So we're going to do the BS show early at 10:30 a.m. Now, the cool thing about Monday's edition, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the BS show.
Yep. And today is episode 71?
75, I believe. Yeah.
There we go. Boom. Fixed.
So I think we've done several special editions that I don't think I counted. So we're at 75 now of BS shows. Today. Monday will be basically the 1-year anniversary since we started the BS show. So we're going to go live at 10:30 just to mess things up.
There you go.
And
the only constant is change.
The only constant is it's changing. No, but we'll be back to the 12 o'clock edition very soon after that. All right. So, weekend plans.
Well, I have a couple big plans. May watch a little football here and there,
Football's a given, right?
Right, yeah, absolutely. I'll do all my weekend work on Saturday so I can watch some football on Sunday.
See, I'm the opposite. I do all my weekend work on Sunday so I can enjoy football on Saturday.
Right.
But I am doing an open house on Sunday.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. So, what football games are there you're going to watch on Sunday, and then I'll go to what I'm going to watch on Saturday?
Well, got to watch the Titans. That'll be aired. And honestly, I don't even know what times they'll be on, but I like to flip back and forth.
Red Zone.
The 2 games they're on, yeah.
I like the NFL Red Zone where you just get to watch whatever team's about to score.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool how nowadays you can do that stuff and
not have 10 TVs
screen
set
here
up.
and a ticker tape over here. I mean, it's it takes a little getting used to not be overwhelmed with all the options, but it's cool. I love it. So there you go.
Somebody just sent me a picture of Bojangles and it's empty, and so I guess
you know what, Bojangles is always empty, but their food is still good.
But
I do have a beef with them.
You have a beef with
but they're always you go to order a couple chicken breasts and they never have them. That's very frustrating.
The one on Church Street, I live right near. It
seems like they do it on purpose, huh? It's been that way for years.
Taylor, just so you know, Taylor Loyal, you sent me the Bojangles thing. I saw the pimento cheese biscuit. We are planning.
What's that?
Pimento cheese chicken biscuit.
Okay.
We are planning on adding Bojangles and Wendy's head to head on the spicy chicken sandwich. And the winner of that gets to face Chick-fil-A.
There you go. We'll have to do that. Of course, it won't be next Friday. It's got to have
some time to
two
cure.
Official judges.
Right, 2 official judges. That way the judging stays the same. But Bojangles and Wendy's, I guess 2 weeks from now we'll do Bojangles versus Wendy's. The week after that it'll be Chick-fil-A versus Bojangles or Wendy's. And at that time we'll just decipher, are any of these chicken sandwiches worthy of going against Popeyes?
Right. But we'll probably do it now, given that Popeyes will have chicken sandwiches. That's a whole different topic there. But maybe if we postpone it, stretch it out a couple of weeks, maybe they'll be caught up to our demands.
But we can probably call Popeyes and get a chicken sandwich. That's what we did the first time. Yeah. We called and said, look, the BS show wants to have a Popeyes chicken sandwich on the show, and they said, be here at this time.
Right.
We got
first
you too.
Line, yep.
Yeah. So
set aside for us. That was cool.
Yeah. So they'll take care of us. All right. So you got I'll probably at least listen to the Titans game on the radio.
Yeah.
The
Falcons. At least the first half.
The Falcons play the Vikings on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance that Julio Jones doesn't play, which as a Falcons fan, that's not good.
No. And I'm anxious to see McComey playing the Chiefs. They're going to be against the Jaguars. That should be a pretty good walk for the Chiefs if they keep on playing like they've been playing. But I'm anxious to see him play. He's pretty exciting to watch.
We talked about upsets and possible upsets before the show, and I'm going to take the Jaguars over the Chiefs and McComey.
All right. To me, that would be an upset.
Now, somebody, Scott Moore just asked, is Antonio Brown playing this week? He is indefinitely suspended. And
is he officially suspended?
Yes, after making a racist comment at the GM.
Yeah. Oh, he put on a little show.
Yeah, and
some people just don't know when they've won, do they? God, so frustrating.
He finally got back to where he could get on the game, get on the play, and then do something stupid like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to be an egomaniac, but you're affecting everyone else on that team. They made plans around him, spending a boatload of money. And I did read this morning, if they suspend him before the first game, they don't owe him a dime.
Well, I think there was a $30 million signing bonus or something like that?
Maybe, but there was something they were saying that they won't owe him a penny. Now, maybe after that, but I believe it's he has to start, the regular season has to be starting, he has to be part of the team.
And I read that if they do end up kicking him off the team, that some attorneys for the NFL have said that they can recoup any signing bonus they've given him because of the way he's acted.
Right.
So, what an idiot. So, There's that. All right, so I've gave you my upset. I'm taking the Jags over McComey.
Okay. I'm going to take Green Bay over the Bears.
That's a good pick. It's like you just got that.
Wes Hargis joined. It's an old friend of mine. He's a big Bears fan. I know he was crushed last night. Because the way that game started, man, it looked like it was going to be 0-0 in the eighth quarter.
Who would have ever thought that the Bears quarterback would play that bad?
The defense done their job.
The defense did their job on both sides of the ball. And I'll tell you what, the coolest thing about that game was the NBC commercial with Brett Favre and the Ditka guys.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
That was intercepted too.
Yeah.
That cracked me up. That was good.
So
I love those kind of things.
That's fantastic. The Bears.
The Bears. Did you see Peyton Manning get christened as a super fan?
No.
It was beautiful. They it's on his little streaming thing, but they showed a part of it.
Matt Carr, UT is going to win. Book it.
Win what?
The game against BYU. If you would have asked me on Monday, I was ready to burn everything I had orange. But as you see, orange tie, power tee on it.
Well, I can tell you,
UT will beat BYU tomorrow.
For any fans who are too crushed to wear orange, there's a lot of MTSU blue out there available you can buy. I mean, shoot, if I were MTSU, I would be capitalizing on that, giving stuff away, trying to get
I'll tell you what, that's a great point. Before we go any further in the show, MTSU has missed an opportunity over the past, let's even say 20 years. Yes, that is an upset. But Tennessee is favored, so it's not really you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the line
last week, though.
and the line has moved. They were open line was only 2 points. It's up to 5.
Is
So Tennessee opened as a 2-point favorite. They're up to a 5-point favorite. Vegas knows something.
Well, what did BYU do last week?
BYU lost to Utah by 2 touchdowns.
That'll be a good game.
But back to MTSU. MTSU.
Wes. He says I'd burn it anyways.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Alabama stuff. Burn all the Alabama stuff. MTSU has lost an opportunity to capitalize on UT being bad.
Right. Exactly. And
if MTSU's got to learn something. And I'm an MTSU alumni. And if you've watched this show for any amount of time at all, I've laid out a way MTSU can get fans in the seats.
Legitimate.
No stunts. Just get people in the seats. I've laid it out. I would be one of them. I would be there.
Yeah.
First of all, MTSU's true blue fans are pushing people out of the way. These people that are me. Let's say me, for example. I've got a degree from UT, a degree from Memphis, and a degree from Middle. For you to tell me that I can't pull for UT or Memphis, ridiculous. I got just as much blood and sweat in those other 2 schools as I do at MTSU.
Right.
2, if you're wearing another color school shirt walking around our campus, we're gonna blow an air horn at you. Ridiculous.
Right. That is kind of silly, especially. Wow.
Look,
we could do a whole show just on this.
I could do a whole show on
Super
MTSU.
fans,
yeah. MTSU should embrace anybody that wants to pull for them.
Yeah, especially looking at their home field attendance.
Yeah.
They should be begging people to
And I think they announced 4,000 average for the attendance. That's tickets sold. That is not butts in seats.
No.
I went to the Conference USA Championship game. If there was 1,000 people at that game, I would have been surprised. So MTSU has missed an opportunity to capitalize on UT being bad. And when you think about it, UT still, as a bad team, is drawing 85 to 90,000 people a game. As a bad team. MTSU would be lucky to get 90,000 people in a season.
Yeah, and that'd be a heck of a season if they pulled that.
MTSU needs to understand where they fall in the pecking order in the state of Tennessee. University of Alabama and University of Tennessee are your number 1 and number 2 schools in one order or the other of people in this state of who they're going to pull for.
Right.
You could make the argument that the Middle Tennessee State University is not even in the top 5 of who people were going to watch.
Right.
People would rather sit at home and watch a big game with 2 top 20 teams. They're going to watch UT. They're going to watch Alabama. You could make the argument that they'll watch Vanderbilt and Memphis before Middle.
Yeah.
Middle needs to understand they can't compete against the Big 5 conference teams and move all their games to Thursday night.
Seems doable.
It seems doable. And if you're a fan of one of these other teams, if they want to go and buy season tickets or buy a game or take their kids to an MTSU game, as long as they're not walking in with bright orange walking into the stadium,
thank you for coming.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Don't antagonize people and push them away just because their first team's not blue.
Right.
Y'all stole the true blue thing from University of Memphis anyway. University of Memphis was doing it first. So your true blue thing, y'all ripped off another state school.
So there.
That's it. Even the my town, my team thing, that came from somewhere else. That didn't come from here. The MTSU marketing department can't come up with anything original.
Just Google slogans.
What are we doing? What are other schools doing to try to capitalize on this? All right. No.
Let's do the opposite.
In all fairness, MTSU plays TSU this Saturday.
Yep.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock kickoff. Even if you don't like football, go watch that game just to see TSU's band.
Yeah, they do have the band.
TSU's band is worth the price of admission just to watch TSU's band. And MTSU's got a really good band too.
Yeah.
So don't let me think I'm trying to sit down on MTSU's football team or their band. TSU's band rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, they play the whole game. They're dancing. When they go out in halftime and march,
they got it going on.
You don't want to get up to your seat to go to the bathroom or go get food while TSU's band's on the field.
Right. Yeah, he hit it. We're not anti MTSU at all. What's frustrating is how they treat the fans, and people don't come.
Yeah.
We want people to come. We want it to be a huge
Absolutely.
Saturday every home game. So
and
we're big fans.
And I'll say this, as somebody who does have season tickets to MTSU sports, and have some other people who've retired from the university who, as part of their retirement package, were given season tickets for multiple sports for the university just to pull back their tickets from people who were retired and earned them in a retirement package, and the school take them away from people.
Wow.
Look, attendance ain't hurting. You could give every retired professor or worker 2 free tickets, and if you can get those 2 people to the game, it's better than what you had before.
True. Yeah, you should only do something like that. You shouldn't, but if you do, it should only be if attendance is an issue. You know?
If you're having where you got standing room only every single game, and you got to figure out something about tickets, and you're going, well, these 2 tickets aren't ever used, and you call the people and say, look, we're going to give you a chance. Do you want to use the tickets, or do you want us to take them back? It's okay. We're going to give you the choice. If you're going to use them, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to use them, let's get them to somebody else. But that's only if you have a ticket issue.
Right.
They don't have a ticket issue in any sport.
No. No.
Sorry, Matt, you took me on this deep path against the... But no, the Band of Blue is real good. TSU's band's real good. MTSU will win this football game big.
Yeah, they should.
I mean, it shouldn't even be a game. MTSU should run them out of the stadium in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But go watch middle. All right. Sorry, I digress on MTSU. Everybody knows that's watched this show at any amount of time knows this is a touchy subject for me.
Moving right along.
I'm a bitter MTSU alumni.
Yeah.
But
we love them.
We love them. I mean, like I said, I've got season tickets for a few other MTSU sports, and one of the sports I have to run people out of my seats every single game, and it's like they're MTSU employees that have to run out of the seats, and it's always a freaking pulling hair out to get them out of my seats. So, I mean, MTSU's got some improvement to do, and I totally blame McPhee. The school's went downhill ever since he's been the president. All right. He's also ruined the fraternity life. All right. I could go on about MTSU all day long.
Special edition
of the show just about MTSU and how they fail.
But win games.
Yeah.
All right, so
top three Keanu Reeves movies.
I don't know how to do his voice, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm on. All right, number 3.
That sounded like somebody doing an impersonation of someone doing an impersonation
of Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Top 3. I would say number 3, Bill and Ted.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
All right. I'll take the second one. That's fine.
All right. Yeah, they're all equally whatever.
They were fantastic.
Right,
and now there's going to be a third one. So.
Right. I'm actually anxious to see that.
And I'm actually not going to put the replacements in the top 3, even though it probably is my favorite Keanu Reeves movie. Yeah. But since I've already put it number 1 in a different category, I'm not going to put it in this category.
Right. Same here. I had planned on that too. So my second, I would say, is any of the John Wicks. But honestly, I've only seen the first one. So I got some catching up to do, but I think that character's cool. The movies are action-packed, and he just fits that role pretty well. So, John Wick.
All right, the first Matrix.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, that was, I knew that would be brought up, so I didn't. For me, number 1, and I guess you'd say this is a Keanu Reeves movie, but Point Break.
Man, that's where I was going.
See, I thought Matrix would be your number 1. But, yeah, Matrix for sure. I mean, you can't not have the Matrix in there, but... Yeah, Point Break. That was a good movie.
Point Break is a fantastic movie, and I actually own the remake, the one that doesn't have Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves. Not Patrick Swayze.
The remake.
Yeah, there's a remake. I own it. I've never watched it.
Huh? I know that. But I have Gary Busey in it.
No, it doesn't have Gary Busey either. It's
Gary Busey don't have Gary Busey.
Yeah. I was going with Point Break too. I was going with Point Break also.
Okay. All right, a little side. All right, you said you have a different number 1, or you all keep with that one?
Man, Speed's good too, but I'm going to stick with Point. I'm going to stick with Point Break as number 1.
All right. So sidebar: if you step back and look at the story of Point Break and the first Fast and Furious.
Very similar.
Same story.
Same story.
Same thing.
All right, so then you talk, what's a better movie? The Fast and the Furious, or Point Break with Keanu Reeves?
It's tough because, cars, it's hard to go wrong with cars. When he breaks out the angry one at the end, pops a wheelie. Still would not keep up with it.
As far as acting goes, there's no comparison at all. Point Break, the original Point Break, is much better acting wise as the Fast and the Furious.
You know, it would have been funny if the Red Hot or Anthony Kiedis was in Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
that would have made it complete, like the same story.
Now,
but it's the same storyline.
Now you look at what the Fast and Furious has become now, and a lot of people hate them. I like them. I go see all of them in the theater.
Yeah,
but it came around just at the right time for the car culture to the car culture just kind of took off from that movie. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, it opened up a whole new,
Johnny Utah.
Yeah, Johnny Utah with a bad knee.
Yeah, bad knee. All right, now we can forget about the MTSU rant. Sorry about that.
Yeah, let's see. So let's move on to listings. We got
go ahead.
We got a listing, and it's in the MTSU school zone. 715 Orange Blossom Court. That's in Murfreesboro's Reserve neighborhood. I'm going to be there Saturday 2 to 4. Somebody else is going to be there Sunday 2 to 4. But it'll be open all weekend long. It's a big, well-built, beautiful house. Tons of storage everywhere.
And there was just a price drop.
A total of what, $10,000?
Yeah, we're $10,000. $479,999.
Right. That's below comps. Below comps for the area, for the neighborhood.
Everything.
There are other houses for sale that are smaller, that are higher priced.
And we're talking about smaller.
They aren't brand new. This one's brand new.
We're talking about smaller that are $20,000 and $30,000 more.
Right.
And so
big difference. So
big difference.
We're getting the house sold.
Yeah.
So stop by and see us. If you can't wait, or if you can't make it this weekend, give one of us a call and we'll be glad to line up a showing. It's empty, so we can do it pretty much any time. 715 Orange Blossom Court.
Yeah, and I'll be there on Sunday, 2 to 4. All right, 6320 Paper Bark Court in Murfreesboro, West Lawn Subdivision. You won't ever have to worry about a house behind you. It's on a cul-de-sac, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2.5 baths. It's got a flex room. It's got hardwood in the commons. It's got tile on the wets. It's got granite countertops, built-in appliances. It's got a fenced-in backyard. I mean, everything you'd ever want. To build the exact same house in the same subdivision costs you $355, not even counting the fence. So we're talking about a $22,000 price reduction off a new house just because you're buying one that's 18 months old. So great buy. So just think about that.
Yes.
My wife texted me and told me to please go get my hair cut.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
I guess I
Thank
need a
you,
hair.
dear.
Thanks, honey.
In the DR, they don't let shaggy-headed people like you in.
The DR, you don't have to worry about it because it's kind of like what's the little haircut guy that kills all the people? The little play, Sweeney Todd.
Oh,
oh, you need a haircut?
Here, drink this.
Here, have a haircut. You're out.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, we've got a Sweeney Todd reference.
Yeah, not every day you get to work one of those in.
Wow, we've gone off the deep end.
Page.
All right, so community event.
Yes, we got. Hey, this is a great event. They have one Friday every month,
and we're coming close to the end because they only do it so deep into the fall.
I'm someone that wishes all this stuff happened in autumn and fall and over the winter. But yes, Friday Night Live. On the Square, starts at 6 o'clock, I believe.
6 or 6:30.
Yeah, a couple hours of good music. Bring some chairs, walk around, check out the local
sometimes there's food
places
trucks. Yeah, there's food restaurants.
But it's always fun. Great music. And if you see me up there, I just might have some gift cards with me. So if you walk up to me and say, hey, man, give me one of those gift cards.
And those gift cards are for donuts, right?
Oddly enough.
Excuse me.
Becoming a theme in my life, ain't it? But it's 10 buy one, get one free coupons on one gift card. So that's close to $100 worth of donuts that you get for free just for stopping me and saying, hey, man, give me one of those gift cards. I'll have a couple, maybe a few with me. and you can walk away smiling with some donuts.
All right. That's good.
So that's tonight.
That's
Friday
tonight.
Night Live.
Friday Night Live. Buyer. I'm going to hit two things. Buyer. I got a cash buyer. He'll buy anything, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, at least 1 car garage or better, on sewage or a step system in the Rutherford County, Davidson, Williamson, Wilson areas. And he'll pay cash. He'll close when you want. And so we can help you go ahead and find a new house. Get your house already locked up so you know it's a sold and done deal where you can go ahead and move on and move up to the next house.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. Also, if you're a buyer in that 250 and less range that's super competitive, we've got some brand spanking new condos coming this way, starting in the 230s in Murfreesboro. Great buys that you can go ahead and get into, lock them up. That way you don't have to worry about any competition. And go ahead and lock those up.
Yeah, you get in early enough, you can pick out colors, some fixtures,
everything. Yeah, so
flooring.
Something to think about if you're one of those people that has been going, man, I just can't find a house because I can't find any my price range. That's an opportunity to get in for less than $250.
Yeah.
All right.
And that don't happen very often.
That don't
Not
happen
inside the city limits.
No, and that's inside the city limits.
All
and
right.
2 or 3 different locations. All right, so we're going to do NFL predictions. I think we decided we were going to go NFC championship game, AFC championship game, Super Bowl, and overall Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead. Let's do AFC first.
All right. I'm thinking AFC. I think the Chiefs are going to be in there. Let's shoot, man. I want to say Raiders, but they would play each other right before that championship.
Well, no, they could be seeded. They could play
okay.
They could be seeded.
So I'm gonna say Raiders and Chiefs for the AFC championship.
Was that a homer pick, or was that you really think they're going to be there?
I think the Raiders are going to do it this year.
All right.
I think AB's going to come back. Might not be this game, but shut up and just play football.
Just play
That's what
football.
you're there for. Nobody cares about your little drama, egomaniac bullcrap. Just play football. That's what you're here to do. Save all this crap for retirement, man. Nobody
Shut up.
cares. Play football. If you didn't play football, nobody. Anyway.
All right, I hate to do this, but I'm going Patriots and Chiefs.
I think the Patriots are going to struggle this year a little bit.
Well, if you talk to Patriots fans, this is like the best team they've ever had, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
So
It can get much better.
I'm going Patriots and Chiefs in the AFC. So that'll be a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game.
All right. I'm going to say Rams and Green Bay, NFC.
Rams and Green Bay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going Rams and Falcons.
Okay. That caught me off guard. Sorry. Atlanta Falcons?
Atlanta
Okay,
Falcons.
it's not different Falcons.
No, it's no-
Okay. All right.
We have all this talent. At some point, it has to. And think about it, we were only in the Super Bowl 3 years ago,
I
and it's
know.
pretty much the same team. We had the Super Bowl one.
I had it won. Yeah.
All you
But
got to do
then
is
again,
run the ball.
Patriots. Oh my goodness. All right. So out of those, who's going to be in and win the Super Bowl?
All right,
Falcons.
I'm Patriots Falcons rematch. Falcons win.
All right. I'm going to say Raiders and Green Bay, a rematch of what, Super Bowl 3, I believe it was, or somewhere in there. One of the other Super Bowls. I believe they did. Could be
Raiders
wrong.
and Green Bay. It would have been
3. I believe.
3 would have been the Jets and the Colts. So it would have been 1 or 2.
Well, I know Green
1,
Bay
2,
won the
or
first
4.
2.
1, 2, or 4.
All right, I know the first 2 were won by Green Bay. The Super Bowl 1 was the Chiefs. So maybe 2 was the Raiders. I don't know. But either way, I think it's Green Bay and the Raiders. Of course, the Raiders are going to win.
All right,
It's
so
their time.
we're being homers.
They're going to run. They're going to be the new Patriots.
Yeah, just because of Chucky.
Yeah. And then once he decides to retire, it's over.
Just think about this. There probably is no Patriots if that was not ruled a fumble.
That's true.
They had
That's
already
true. And
lost.
It was a fumble.
They had already lost the
fumble.
Super Bowl to the Packers before Brady got there. They had already got beat by the Rams. No, who'd the greatest show on turf beat?
Oh, everybody.
They beat.
I'd have to look, man.
No, they beat the Titans. Then they lost to the Patriots.
Okay, you're right. Right.
But the Patriots wouldn't have even been in that Super Bowl. It would have been the Raiders versus the greatest
that was
show
the
on
game.
turf. That was the game.
it, Yeah.
So that one fumble really changed NFL history because a lot of things could have changed if that fumble would have been ruled
I
correctly.
notice how you keep calling it a fumble, because that's what it was.
It was a fumble. The only people that argue that was not a fumble are Patriots fans.
Right, exactly.
So,
or people that hate the Raiders.
Yeah. All right, so news you can't believe. It's your story today.
All right. What do we got? This, I didn't pull it up. It's a bridesmaid, right? Gets a little inebriated at the wedding. She ends up getting naked, beating up one of the bridesmaids,
beating up a cop,
beats up the cop once they show up, and runs something else.
She ran over somebody with a car.
Right, yeah, so she just showed herself.
Get it
together, Karen. So, yeah, so it's kind of an abbreviated news you can't believe, but
so, you picked the Cow. We got somebody picking the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. They don't get past the first round.
Let me block him from our page real quick. Let's see.
All right. So I don't know if you saw this news story, but there are bricks of cocaine washing up on the shores of Florida from the hurricane.
Oh my God. Makes total sense.
I don't know where this cocaine's coming from.
I'll bet a little south. South and east a little bit.
But bricks of cocaine just washing onto the shore.
Oh, man.
So,
honey, I got me a big one.
What is this? It's a brick. It's something else.
Right, yeah.
I guess it got turned into the authorities. That's how it made the news, I guess.
Yeah. 45 bricks washed up, and all 10 of them got reported.
That's right. Some guy named Pablo is walking around selling them now. I don't know what that guy's. All right. This was a really long BS show that got me off on my MTSU tangent again. Y'all got to stop doing that. I'm a proud MTSU alumni.
And I'm a proud MTSU fan.
Yeah. And I'm a fan, too, as long as the university doesn't get involved. All right. That's the BS show today for September the 6th. September the 9th edition is going to be at 10:30 a.m. So be ready to be on the 10:30 a.m. edition of the BS show. It's our 1-year anniversary BS show. So we'll see you then. Until then, this has been Brad Fowler. He's B. I'm Sean Wright. I'm the SBS show, Century 21 Wright Realty.